Hi folks, welcome to Blue and Gold Talk again, the video on the channel that I just randomly shoot stuff out there about the Sabres, hockey, life, whatever it is, we're going to talk about. So let me get my thing here, guys. Sorry. I need to get my thing for my glasses, guys, because I do this all the time. All right, I lost my buddy today. He's gone. He passed away at 11:45 this afternoon. And, there's a side of me, guys, that's relieved. It's relieved. Thanks for the comments, guys, too. And for those of you that nitpicked, I get it. I've been making mistakes. Like I was talking about Vegas. I was talking about the Vegas would have lost the first round without Adin Hill. Yes, Brossoit played in nets. I watched the Winnipeg series, guys. My head's been all over the place, okay? So forgive me when I make mistakes. This has been going on in my life for a few weeks now, and I've been tired after working and painting, and I didn't even remember saying it to some of you guys. Pointed it out, and then I checked the video. I'm like, oh God, yeah. Of course I remember. I do remember. I don't remember what kind of injury, but I do remember him in nets because he was actually playing good. I remember that, and I will say though, without Adin Hill, Vegas never would have won the cup. So for those of you that caught that, sorry. What can I tell you guys? Sorry. There might be other mistakes I made. I don't even remember. Honestly, guys, my head's been all over the place with my buddy. I don't even remember what I say in videos half the time, but let alone when I have a friend dying of cancer, I'm not as clear in my head as I should be. So my apologies for that. All right. I want to show you a few clips, okay, of a few pictures of Dave. I got to do this. I got to show you a few pictures so you get a sense of his humor. So here's the first pic. And that, my friends, is typical Dave. Okay. He would not just wear a shirt like that. He would open it up for you to see it and say nothing. He'd wait for your reaction. That's just the way he was, So Dave was... I'll talk about him in a sec. Dave was very active with helping cancer kids and women's shelters in the end, because he worked for Starlight Foundation for Cancer Kids, and he did really good work. He was in charge every year of setting up a concert out here in Montreal. Some of you might know it, called Strangers of the Night, and that was Dave that set that up. He was the guy in charge, like the foreman in charge of everybody, of setting that up for the kids. And here's the second picture from one of those events, actually. Here we go. And there's Dave in the middle. Dave was about 5'10", okay? And that's him with Guy Lafleur on the right and Larry Robinson on the left. And Dave's hero as a kid, I could tell you, when we were both going to games at the Forum, was Larry Robinson. It wasn't Guy Lafleur. He loved Lafleur, but Larry Robinson was his hero. And it was funny because when he talked to Larry Robinson, he just talked to him like one of the guys. He wasn't in awe of him or nothing. Just the way he was. So I thought that was kind of a cool pic to show you guys, And God bless him, he's not in pain no more. So there's an upside to this too, guys. You guys know, and sorry, Jedi, I didn't know you just lost your dad. Things happen in life, right? And this happened so fast. It just came out of the blue a few weeks ago. I didn't really want to talk about it here right away. I just wanted to try and get done what I had to get done upstairs. And I buried myself with doing that and doing some videos. And I was kind of digesting all of it at the time. And, it's just weird to picture my life without this friend of mine in it now, and I'll see him again. I know I will. Dave was a funny guy. I'd talk to him about God, and he'd just look at me and say, oh, would you stop? It's just the way he was. And I know he believed in God, but he just would look at me and say, would you stop it? And I'd tell him, with your heart issue, you shouldn't be smoking weed. He goes, are you crazy? This is just his character. So, good guy. He had a big heart. He was very rough around the edges. Believe me, he was very rough around the edges. And but he also loved kids, and he loved doing good by people. And I'll tell you what, the gates of heaven opened up for him today. So, he's with his dad now, and I'm going to miss him and love him and wish him all the best in his new journey, and I will see him one day. So I'll leave that right there. And as for you guys and your comments, I appreciate it. I want to thank you guys for that. I don't know why yesterday, I just had to talk about it, This is why I buried myself in all this, guys. Sometimes there's reasons, there's motives why I'm in my obsessed state of mind, Like right now, what I'm going to do, the next thing I'm doing in here, just so you guys know, I bought these little miniature paintbrushes, that you would paint on a little piece of paper like this, and you do like 10 colors. And you have a thing and you're going like this. Well, I bought a bunch of those brushes because I got to paint in between the corners and the top of the trim everywhere. It's got to be perfect. the way my head works, it's got to be perfect. Now, that we've talked about life and a few things, as we move on now and we go on with our goal next year to see some success with this franchise, I want to be very clear that I think this is a playoff team. I do believe we're a playoff team. And I don't think us getting in is enough. It's not good enough. There's got to be some success in the playoffs too. Every team has a different journey, folks. I believe that. Toronto, they bit off more than they could chew at signing John Tavares. I knew that was a mistake. I knew that was a mistake the minute they did it. They had a rebuild that was going so nicely. It was going so perfect. And when they went and gave this guy $11 million and showed the youngsters, you can get this kind of money too, what do you think happened? Right? So this is why it's important. This Rasmus Dahlin contract will be the man on the team that nobody's making what he's making. That's the way this contract's going to be. So if we can get him for 10, we better lock him in. We better lock him in. I would love nothing more than to hear we got him for like 9.5 or something, guys. That means he purposely took less. He knows he can get more. So I'm not sure what he's going to take. These contracts are going to get a little iffy as we go along now, but Dahlin is going to be the one that speaks volumes, and I think Owen Power knows it. Owen Power knows it. He's not going to make what Rasmus Dahlin makes ever. So he's got to look at this and then decide himself. But Owen Power seems like just a good kid. He doesn't seem like he's got greed in his veins. At least it doesn't feel that way yet. I don't know. We'll see. You never know to these contracts, what we're up against. And I'm hoping that we're not up against greed like the Maple Leafs are. I don't want that to happen to the Sabres. I just don't want to see it happen, guys. I want to see us, let's get it done. Let's get these guys signed. I'm hoping both of them get signed this summer. I don't want it to go into the season. I don't want this dragging. It'll be a distraction in our dressing room, guys. Nobody will say it is, but it will be. And I think, I think we have to hope that Dahlin leads the pack and says, look, you give me, if you're going to offer me $10 million a year, you offer me what Jack Eichel was making, I'll take it. Because would you guys trade Dahlin for Eichel? No, I don't think there's one of you that would say yes. Nobody would. So he's our franchise guy, and we have to pay him that way. I get it. Is there any chance he takes under 10? I don't know in this day and age. You watch what's going to happen now to Colorado with all their bad contracts now. Watch. Too many high-paid guys. Edmonton also. What's going to happen when Draisaitl's due for a new contract over there? He's going to make like 11. How are they going to manage? That's the thing. And this thing about the cap's going up. Okay, what if we have another pandemic? What if the cap doesn't go up, guys? Then what? Then what happens? We got to think this, because when it comes to governments, this possibly could happen again. They could lock us down again. Come on. I believe, you know? So I think we have to keep our eyes open with the money still. But once we get these two locked in, I want to see what it looks like next year, the cap, you know? I want to figure it out and look at it then. It's going to be exciting to see. It will be, you know? And let's keep in mind, when Dahlin, let's say, makes 10, he's already making 6, so it's like another 4 million on the cap, right? It's not 10 more, it's 4 more. And Okposo comes off next year, that's, you know, it kind of evens it out, is what I'm saying. So, all right, I'm done, I'm tired, guys. It was a long day. And saying goodbye is never an easy thing, but thanks for the comments. Telling me what's happened in your lives too. It's part of the process for me. Healing is knowing and hearing what other people have been through themselves. You know, I couldn't read the notes last night. I would have broke down. So I just said I'll read them today, you know, and deal with this today. And it was a sigh of relief. I'm happy for his family that this is over this way. And they don't have to go in and see him wasting away to nothing. You know, so it's all in God's time, folks, all in God's time. All right, so guys, have a great night. Done for the night. I got 3 videos out to you. I guess I'll be happy with that. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.